I feel very blessed to be in this situation to make art like this. I never really got the chance to consider myself an artist or to consider spoken word a part of high art, and it's been great. I'd also just like to thank everybody for just being real soulful and really just being very genuine and not just being like teachers or just artists, or even regardless of how much experience you guys have all had, but just being very genuine. That's it. Thank you.
I had the opportunity to meet Judy and Donald a little over 2 years ago, and have taught Judy for 20 years and have known about Judy's art for over 30 years. And so the opportunity of teaching with them this semester has been a gift, and I'm really glad that I've gotten to know Donald and his art also. It's been really amazing. It's been amazing for me to participate in their pedagogy. I'm writing about it in a chapter, and I feel like I really understand it now. And what I have to say is going to be correct. But I also want to say that as a professor at Vanderbilt, one of the most rewarding things is getting to know students. And I love, one of the other really rewarding things is I go to alumni events and I see various alumnus, and I get to see where they are in the future, and I remember where they were when they were students. And I am so excited that I have had the opportunity to get to know you, because when I teach in a regular class, I don't get to know my students the same way usually, unless it's a seminar. And I feel so blessed to have gotten to know all of you the way that I have, and I can't wait to see where all of you go, including the artists in the community. It's been an incredibly wonderful, rewarding experience for me.
Now, what are you trying to sell over there?
Spinach, Gorda?
Yeah, sorry, that was me. I guess I'll ask.
What is that?
It's a vegetable.
Okay, Kate. That's what.
I'm really glad that I was given this opportunity to participate in this program. After last spring, I graduated, moved home, and I took the summer off and recovered from college, but I sort of found myself at a loss. And it was like I was thrown out in the art world without a support net. And when I found out about the opportunity of this project from Vivian, I jumped in. Well, actually, I was nervous about applying at first, because I knew it was going to be really tough and really hard, and it was. But I'm glad that I had the opportunity to do this. It's been some of the hardest months of my life, and some of the most rewarding ones as well. I feel like I have a whole new direction. I have a whole, and because of the content search, and because of my interactions with all of you, I've been able to open up and start seeing new things. And fundamentally, it's y'all's presence. That I walked into that group circle in the White Gallery the first day, and I was like, I can trust all of these people because they're such a great aura that all of you combined to create this place that allowed me to do these things that I've been wanting to do, and it's been really amazing to get to know all of you. Thank you, both of you, for pushing me and for psychoanalyzing me all the time. And I do, I have been very stubborn, and Vivian pointed it out rightly. I get very, very angry and drive around the highway really fast late at night to try to get rid of my anger, and I think it probably was misdirected, and I apologize for that. But I'm going to see my therapist next week, and so we can all work that out. So if you expect a note of apology from me for being such a stubborn old mule, but I really want to thank you both for giving me the swift kick in the ass that I needed, intellectually and artistically and personally.
Chicas, ¿qué sería?
It was one of the best things ever.
Thank
you, all of you.
Have any input into what Kathy shows tomorrow night, because they've been working until the middle of the night, because just like you, they all waited to the last minute. So poor Kathy has been editing with them until 9 a.m. every morning. And the idea that now you're gonna like look at the footage and make them start all over again is enough
What
to
do we
have
have
her
there? What do
commit
we have?
suicide.
Vicky Tamale.
Okay? So come sit at the chicken. Huh? Salad.
Carne asada? What is it? Carne asada? Is that with the shrimp on the top?
No, right here.
I just want to say something because unfortunately I have to leave to go back and edit for your trailer tomorrow. And since we were talking about the film a lot, I want to go ahead and intro that. I just want to tell you, it's one of the most surreal experiences because I feel like I know each one of you so well and you haven't even seen me. But I have been watching all your footage and listening to what you're saying and really getting very involved. And I'm so excited. My students have gotten so invested in each and every one of you, and they care so deeply about you and the art and the films and how things come out. So I just want you to know how much we really appreciate the fact that you allowed us to film you, that you allowed us to go through this process, which is absolutely phenomenal. I mean, it truly is one of the most amazing experiences about just listening to everybody's voice and what everybody has to say and what you brought out from that. So I hope that we do it justice. Do remember that these are works in progress that you see tomorrow. We had about a week and a half to put them together because the art was only completed sort of at that point.
Tomorrow. The art has only been completed
Right,
tomorrow.
So we were somewhat challenged, but I just want to thank you so much for sharing your stories and allowing us to be there. And as always, I'm totally open to feedback after this round. And there will be a, hopefully, sort of a compact 60-minute film that I make over the next 9 months. And what I'm hoping we can do is bring this group back together and screen that film, and fly these two in, and have one more event in the spring. Viva la art! Yeah. The end of the film is Joelle saying, "Viva la art!"
Let's thank Kathy.
Thank my students.
We'll get to that, okay? Okay. All right, so now Jack.
So this is my last semester at Vanderbilt, and I'm really, really glad I got involved in this project. It really has been my favorite class that I've taken, and I love that I've gotten to know each of you, and I've learned so much with the project and about myself. And I'm really glad that I'm going to be leaving Vanderbilt with this memory. And thank you all.
I want to thank Judy for getting in my face, making me think, making me look at a few things, and I feel like I've come a long way. During this process, I've examined a lot of things over the years that culminated in this thing, and I just feel a lot better about myself. I have more confidence, and I feel like I have really found my voice. And thank you, Donald, for guiding me.
It's my line.
Oh no, I got there first. And I now have 29 more friends than I had before this process. And I just thank you, Erica, for always being so supportive, and Laura for the great sleepovers and the hangovers. And thank you, everybody. It was great.
I want to thank Judy and Donald and Vivian
It's been a very, very stimulating process. After being in my studio for, I'm falling apart. For over 30 years, just pushing and fighting. I know you say I'm defensive, but there was good reason for that. It's hard to be a survivor, and it's been so wonderful to be a part of such a vital group, and I feel so privileged to be with such a group of talented people, but not only talented, but very caring people. I feel like my world has just expanded incredibly, and not only intellectually and artistically, but all the music I've been subjected to in my space. So obviously, I thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Okay. I'm Italian, so if we had wine and vino, I would say raise your glasses of vino. But since we don't, raise your glasses of water. H2O will work just as well. Salute. 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 To all of you. To all of the community artists, all of my newfound friends. I have a mutual friend that's been trying to connect Laura and I for 4 years. She's been here 4 years. We've now connected. Michelle, Laura and I are roommates. Summer parties, and yes, David, many stories. You're not here. No, tell David. So, in the spirit of salute and in the spirit of all getting together, I'm proposing a reunion. I'm always thinking ahead. What can I say? Kate, you'll be having a show in January. The Hamlet. So, Angela, maybe start planning your vacation for January '07. The rest of you undergraduates, January. We're all going to get together. Remember, my office is 313 Surratt. Come by. Always hang out there.
I'll have a party at my house.
Yes.
If I'm still in the house.
So, also in that spirit, Jack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Jack. Little did you know what you were getting into. Thank you, Grace.
I'm not before anybody else.
Vivian, my friend, my colleague, my mentor.
We've known each other for a long
Judy and Donald, I know when I'm in Albuquerque, Santa Fe, or in the general vicinity, wherever that is. Oh, I've been there. But I can pop in and say hello to good friends, good support systems, helping me get through this and helping me reach that next level. The students in the class know what this is, and it's a fitting gesture for where we are. What's inside there is a blank book, because that's where we started. We were a blank canvas, we were a blank page. And we will not be complete, we will not be finished until May 13th. So on May 13th, this memento of a blank book will become the final product.